Ray would move his butt over.
I can't move on no more.
Yeah, you supposed to be. There's supposed to be. This chair's supposed to be in the middle of the screen.
He gets shit for
You
it.
get what I'm
So,
saying?
matter of fact,
Now,
they cancel
see,
the
now
video.
we're all in here.
Barely.
That makes
So
sense.
he still
I need everybody
Because
to
it's a small.
focus.
All
Means
focused.
you.
Yeah.
Get off your switch, Desmond.
Hold my switch, Ryan.
Give it here.
Not that switch.
That's a penis.
Flick the switch.
Yeah.
Flick the switch.
Yeah.
I need your undivided attention.
Because every time I come, they see the light. Anyway, go get the shot.
There you go, Alec. There's that laugh.
Anyway, everybody already knows everybody. You want to tell who you are again?
No, not really.
Sugar Ray?
Sugar Ray? Dash ain't there.
Sugar Ray.
Sugar Ray Quan.
Healthy.
We got a guest back there today.
Hey.
CJ, aka Charles, aka Baby Juice Box, aka Akuma the Light. You know
King
what I'm
Charles
saying?
back there.
King Charles.
Yep, you were in his
King.
presence.
Dang,
Yeah.
go call him KD.
Alex is in the way back. What you eating?
Back there in the back.
What is that?
Blueberries.
Is that gummies?
Aki
No,
berries.
what the
See,
heck?
Are they real blueberries?
I'm
No,
sorry.
they're not.
Are they gummies or not?
It's a
No.
cyan
Let
blueberry.
Let me
Are they
see.
good?
They're dehydrated. They're like.
Live
Let me
taste,
see
live
this.
taste test. I'm getting it. Wait, give me that.
Goddamn, you boys. Dark chocolate, not shit from Nick.
It's
Bears.
chocolate?
Yeah, it's chocolate covered berries.
What in the haberdashery?
You ever had chocolate covered raisins?
And hemoglobin?
What in the haberdashery and the hemoglobin?
eat raisins.
You gotta get
You
your
don't eat
Sunday
raisins?
with
No.
some river flavor in
Get
there.
out this house right now.
California sun raising my ass.
Ew, raisins?
I expect that.
I don't know. I don't even like
I
fucking
don't
grapes.
fucking raisins either, bro.
I don't like them in either form.
Only way I eat raisins is in grandma's homemade.
This
oatmeal
tastes so
cookies.
funny.
That's it. Dark chocolate in it.
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Ryan, you good?
You okay?
You
It
got
was
your seed?
good to whatever just happened.
You caught a seed. You
Look.
got a seed.
Ryan, you good, cuz?
Nah, you
You
do
got
the same
thing.
You like when your dog's about to spit it out.
You got a flash going on.
You ever ate a scuffing-on?
Yeah.
It tasted the vine more than you did the scuffing-on?
I was
That's
like,
what just
ooh.
happened.
He caught a seed. Yep.
I ate a cherry
And
once.
I was like, you got a seed.
and I tasted like a pit.
I feel
and it made me
lied
never
to.
eat a cherry
Y'all
again.
are very fucking loud.
You were loud. Close the door.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a switch.
Close
It's
it.
a
Y'all
switch.
need no.
Live stream.
Yeah.
Gives a
Close,
fuck.
close the door.
I gotta piss.
You gonna have to start taking a bottle.
No!
We
That's
busy.
gonna work out for her, cuz.
You go ahead and go through. You hurry up.
I can't. I don't have a penis to go.
Well, get it out. We ain't
This is
starting.
why
You get
I
through.
Suggested the triangle formation.
Why don't you get the woman we?
Yeah. This is live and unfiltered.
No,
Bend it back there.
Live and
It's fine, it's fine.
unfiltered.
I got this. I counted for Ben. Move to your right. Get your chin. I got this. When y'all
Why
gonna
did I
learn?
eat it again?
Listen to me.
That is such a weird taste.
Damn,
Yeah,
listen,
Bernard.
You got my
That's
stuff in
real
the corner
funny
over
coming from you. When do you listen to anyone?
Not about you right now. It's about me and how I'm right.
All right, all right.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but now they ain't got no choice but to listen to.
Play us off, Johnny.
Hey, hey, hey.
In case you guys don't know, Sir Bernard, he plays music a lot. He's good at it. Look at him. Look at him go. But I'm a diehard fan.
Where'd you come from?
He's in the
Where'd
bathroom
you
with
come?
her.
Oh yeah, that's right. You was the bathroom.
See, you just forgot.
He always follows me to the bathroom. You know this? He's like my freaking glue.
Take you and your dogs. Get out.
Ben's gonna stay. You know that.
No,
Ben
he's
hangs
gonna
out with the
start yelling.
boys. No, he's not.
You
Who's
better not
gonna-
yell, Bill. You get
Where's
kicked out.
is Brad coming?
He don't got up to 10.
Oh.
He's been here for Smash. This is the
What's up,
intellectual
buddy?
talking part.
Yeah, this be us.
Should.
We linked up.
He loves licking ears.
Sure.
Ain't doing.
We'll give me that earphone.
You,
I lick my
that's
berries
why
in
every
there.
time we do this, I go.
Come on, Creed.
That's my
The
beard,
boys
cuz.
don't want you around.
That's right,
That's
Creed.
not a fucking
Sissy
Creed.
boy, get out of here.
Sissy boy.
You staying in here, Ben?
Watch your
Ben's cool.
toes.
Hanging out with Daddy.
He said you scream like a sissy girl.
Sissy,
Sissy
he-
girl.
he's in here. Anyway, we're gonna start off the podcast. We got a little bit of news I think we need to talk about before we get this bracket challenge.
What's the news?
The biggest game of news this week is that Mortal Kombat is not an EVO.
Because we're talking about Warner Brothers, they're gonna do something with it. They're gonna have their own separate tournament.
See, there's some theory there. So
I bet you what's coming.
They're gonna do like
Justice
the-
3 is what's coming.
The hot damn Capcom tournaments, probably.
Oh God, no! I hope we don't get into Justice 3.
but
But the way the story ended,
how do you feel about MK not being there?
I'm happy.
Say something for the record. Let people know how you feel.
Fuck the record and the people.
Desmond's on one side of the fence. Why are you happy about it not being there?
Because the gameplay is a one-dimensional,
But
and
you
just
can't
like
tell me it's
every
not
other
fun to watch though.
I mean, once you watch one person do it, but then
then
everybody's
else
gonna
does it.
hop on the Johnson of it, and then there's gonna be everybody doing the same thing.
Yeah, they're doing it now, but Tekken's
Counter
still there.
argument.
Hey, what'd you just say?
They're doing it now, but Tekken's still there.
Without a
For
game
now.
station.
I'm not going
Tekken.
The last 4 tournaments have been top 8s of Leroy.
Oh, well, that's because it's Leroy. I don't play Leroy.
He's a badass black man who gives out the hands.
Well, he's getting
And
dinked
he's
when
half
he's
black.
he's getting dinked when this damn Falcon patch comes down.
Oh, I know. That's why I haven't learned them yet. Because I was like, no, what? I'm just gonna learn them after patch. So
Yeah, so you don't lose nothing.
But is he really broken or is it just people?
He
Are
ain't broken.
hurt?
People are just
people are
No
always
advice, I'm gonna tell you
crybabies.
right now. If you don't want to say he's broken because you don't like that word, we won't say he's broken. But he has everything better than every other character.
I mean,
No, it's,
like, no.
look at
because I
any of the
played
data.
some people.
He's
I played.
You know,
I played some
Tower
people.
has his parry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how typical that is to put in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Well, that's not. With,
He has the
with,
same
Leroy.
inputs from his game series, though. That's different.
But again,
Yeah, I
that's
wasn't
one of those
comparing
things
to
where it's
Geese,
like
but-
people who.
I'm just saying, character has parry.
I think I know they were shooting.
Geese also has a meter.
They were shooting
Yeah.
for a starter friendly
cancels.
character, and they just overshot a little.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That's
me being
I'm not saying
unbiased. Like,
that's
unbiased.
that's you being biased, but
No.
Leroy is the toppest of tiers.
I
Right
don't
now.
even play a Leroy, so how am I biased in that?
Yeah, so how can you say it's not broken if you ain't
It's
played?
like,
Because I looked at his movesets, and I played other people with him.
I feel like
handed 3 Leroys back to back the other day. They
These
ate
stuff
us.
is crazy.
And you know who I was playing with? What's that chick's name?
Bro,
Really?
you like you broken
Josie?
so
I like her,
often,
but,
though.
Really? You
Yeah.
playing with Lily?
I
Right?
was playing with Lily, and I handed 3 Leroys.
All I
they
know is
won.
Arsenal Ash, the best tech player in the world right now,
I've seen that.
got beat by a day 1 Leroy.
Hmm?
So when Lily came to the tournament, picked Leroy on the screen and beat him.
that's his fault for not
That was his
adapting.
fault, yeah.
He should have known
He
that that was
should've-
gonna be meta.
You should have studied Leroy's
Or-
Now-
moves.
now,
and
before you
Leroy's-
start-
Leroy's counters everything.
Yeah, so does Geese's.
Yeah, but Leroy's
has
is
to do it.
back X.
Yeah,
You can
that's it.
still time it though. It's still got
That's,
a window.
that's timing
You can
thing.
stand with Leroy and do this.
Still got a margin of error.
You can do this and win all day.
Geese's has a high and a low.
Yeah, but he has to switch between high and low.
Yeah.
Leroy just pushes back X.
He only gets one. And then his low, you have to do the regular counter like everybody else.
His back thing blocks lows too.
Are you sure?
The point
Yeah.
is
Are you
can get
referring to
around
where
it.
he's in that stance?
And I'm referring
know
to
that
his
one blocks
counter
lows.
in general. Because I did King's low drop kick on this guy. I was trying to win a match. He countered it. And it stomped on me.
That hitbox is weird for that though, but
No, it's
I'll
alright.
take your word for it. But the way I see it, if that's the answer to everything, nobody's ever gonna get good ever.
Nope.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2
It's broken as fuck.
Yes,
is
it is.
broken as shit. And there are people who will body people with characters that are garbage.
Because every character in that game is broken. That's what you said, right?
No, only 4 characters in that game is broken.
Sentinel.
But Sentinel, Captain Commando,
See, I can't speak on this. I didn't remember playing
Storm, and Magneto. Those 2 are in a tier of their own. Tryhards, if you were trying to win, you're using them. People who are good at Marvel vs. Capcom can put
Did you
together.
say Ken's assist was kind of fucked in that game? Like,
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like in that game, assists are so good, especially because it wasn't until after Marvel vs. Capcom 2 where they started doing a limit on assists to where they came out. Because in Marvel vs. Capcom 2, assist, okay, assist, like them shits came back instantaneously once they disappeared from the screen. They came back.
this does tie back into EVO though, because I am super excited for MVC2 Invitational Tournament.
It's gonna be great. My only complaint,
Justin Wong's in it.
of course he is.
I've
He said
watched
MVC2.
I've
Yeah,
watched
everybody-
his old.
Yeah, everybody accept the invitation because a lot of people they didn't know they got invited
Well,
until
they only
got
invited 4.
tweeted.
The other 4 spots, they're gonna figure out a way to put them up for grabs, such as qualifiers or.
Personally,
Something
I
like
wish
that.
they would do a limited tournament to where
It's
they
only 8
remove.
people.
No, I
talking
mean
about, like,
by
the roster?
limited, where they take out those 4 characters to mix up, make people have to do something different.
But then that'd be nerfing the game, right?
No.
Essentially, and that's not what you like.
No, they're not nerfing the game. Them 4 motherfuckers are literally called. They're not S tier, A tier. Those are God tier characters. Plus,
That's
That's
what I
like-
like to see though.
plus there's 60 other characters.
Nah,
Plus,
that's the shit that Mega Rayquaza got. Mega Rayquaza so fucking broken they put him his own.
yeah.
I know he was banned and everything.
But like, I would just want to see that from a competitive standpoint.
You think it should close EVO?
I think it's gonna
Just
be like
because of
middle.
how iconic
I
it
think
is.
it should. I mean, I think it should.
I don't see it happening, but like it'll be a good like mix up, you know. I don't want a game that's like 20 years old to be, like be the main.
But it's an anniversary though.
I mean, yeah,
It's a
but
special
It's not
occasion.
gonna, it might because what was it?
Smash Bros.
But-
closed last
birth
year.
game. It closes on Sunday.
but take solace in
Yeah,
knowing these matches are not gonna last long at all.
I've watched a few older tournaments when they announced it. to
No,
see
these
how
shits
it
are
is.
gonna go by fast.
I watched a bunch of Marvel's Capcom tournaments in general. I watched some MVC 3, MVC 2. I watched some of MVC Infinite. It wasn't that
But
bad.
Rob,
Really.
Here's the thought though.
They fucked themselves with that.
I
Right?
know.
What if they
That's
open
what
it
hurt.
with
That shit.
MVC 2 after it's done? Like say it's the first day, right? But then it's done. Oh, here's the new game, and y'all can practice, and then we have an end of tournament with the new game.
That'd be cool. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna get my hopes up.
I don't think, of course,
we
they
never
won't do that.
seen
'Cause
it.
that's
I don't
too
think
much
they're gonna
fan
announce
service.
it.
That shit's
They're
never seen
definitely
the light
not
of day.
announcing a new Marvel's Capcom.
No.
And so I don't know if
I
they
heard about
actually.
Shiz if they did though.
But Infinite was supposed to be getting like a major upgrade.
Yeah, but then it
I
gets so
heard.
bad.
But they fucked up
Didn't they just
by
drop
not
it
giving us a
now?
good
yeah, they
product from the start.
literally.
Yeah.
The same thing that happened. What happened with Infinite is that Marvel had too much say in what characters got in and how the game played. That was 100% that side of the coin.
You gotta sneeze.
Y'all about to hear a gunshot.
Oh no, yeah, feet.
Damn, we all-
There it was. Oh, we missed it.
But now I'm excited for it. Have you ever watched EVO, right? I know you're not into fighting games as much as the rest of us. It's a good experience.
Really? Bro?
See, yeah, like you said, I'm not into fighting games. Like,
Yeah, it's
I don't
pretty-
know nothing about
You
the
don't like
combos
violence, bro?
or nothing.
Put eBay.
Nah, he's into shooters.
EVO is the Super Bowl.
You play shooters.
Oh, you a
Fighting.
coon? Oh, you be coon gaming?
Cool,
Madden,
Coon.
Call of
No,
Duty.
No
Okay.
Madden. No Madden.
That is not an
no
official term.
sports. No sports.
Coon gaming is
No,
a
no,
Urban
no, no.
Dictionary.
No,
Yeah, look it up.
Gaming.
It's in there. It's in there.
No, I'm not like that.
Okay,
I play other games than that.
I got you.
How do y'all
more
feel
expensive.
about Grand Blue getting a spot?
Well,
It's not even been released yet.
But we did talk about this
I
earlier,
am
where
a
other
little
games
upset
were
at that.
released, were
Although I do
but
like-
they weren't released yet.
Because Grand Blue essentially took the thing.
I'm mad. I'ma tell you why I'm
no
mad.
Guilty Gear this year.
right.
There's no BB tag.
Well,
That's why I'm mad.
you got fighters for the Guilty Gear side.
Was
Guilty
Guilty
got-
Gear
the
in the
fighter
game
was
last
there
year?
last
Was
year.
in Evo last year?
But fighters
Guilty
ain't
Gear wasn't
ain't
Evo
nothing
last
like
year.
Guilty
Oh, really?
Gear.
Last year
It's
was
not, but it's
basically
still
art
work
system
game.
work.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So
They just
Well,
trying
I
to
mean,
get
it's
they.
this time too.
that's why they should have put cross
Dragon
tag in
Ball
there.
Fighters.
They probably did like a survey of which one do better, and
Mm.
with Dragon Ball Fighters having the fan base just from the anime in itself,
Yeah.
plus
We-
the game.
I mean, they
we
hate
were
on
watching.
fighters.
We were watching Avoid the Puddle earlier.
But you can
He
have
made a
fighters
point.
and cross tag. and It's two different
He
games.
said.
Yeah.
He said people don't like fighters. People like Dragon Ball.
I mean,
Well,
that's true.
It is.
I think Fighters has fallen out of grace with people because of their choices and characters.
I mean, I still like fighters, but it's not something.
How do you feel about Grand Blue being there, Desmond? I'm only upset. Not. I don't think it's gonna be good. I'm only upset because it hasn't even been released yet.
I mean,
I
it
feel it's
has
kinda
everywhere, just
impartial,
not in the U.S.
like-
It just released today or yesterday in Japan, but the announcement was made like 3 or 4 days ago.
But
Yeah.
like we said earlier today, though,
But,
there's
like-
been games at Evo that haven't been fully released yet. They
No,
said
so I don't think they deserve it either. That's what I'm saying. I feel
People
you
like
kinda have to
Max
earn your
Million
spot,
got the
man.
Taiwanese version that has full English dubbing and everything.
Right.
So honestly, at
A
this
lot of
point, I don't
games-
know why it's not in America because fully released, fully English.
Right.
The only thing I can think of is they haven't figured out the netcode thing, and that's one of the things
And that's
that
actually easy. That's,
they've been notoriously shat on for. Their inability. Well, that's a lot of Japanese companies. Their inability.
Would you
to
rather
make-
have Grand Blue
It's
than
not an
BB Tag?
inability; it's a choice.
You said what?
Would you rather have Grand Blue than BB Tag?
No,
I'm gonna say
not in the
no.
tournament.
Would you rather watch a Grand Blue tournament than a Guilty Gear tournament?
Now, when you say Guilty Gear, which Guilty Gear?
The one that's the last, what was it?
The
XR?
XR.
Yeah, the last one that came out.
And
What
what
was
were the choices?
What was first?
Or Grand
Regular
Blue.
or
Because
Sign?
essentially Grand Blue took
Sign
those
came out. No,
spots.
regular.
Yes.
So would you rather have BB Tag or
Yeah,
Guilty
I'm
Gear in
saying
that spot?
XRD Sign and you got XRD Revelation.
I would probably say
And then they made a part 2, so can they make Sign
BB
2, right?
Tag
Yeah.
because it is a great game that
Yes,
a
it
lot
is.
like
Yes, it is.
even I was wrong. You can Bernard was there.
Is it cross?
Hand to God.
Is it cross platform?
I think
Yes.
so,
It's
yeah.
ARCs. It's ARC systems.
No, I'm
Switch
saying, can you
and
play it between
PS4.
cross-platform?
Oh, yes.
Yes, it
I
is.
think it is, yeah.
like even I was disappointed when I first got my hands on the mechanics
Yeah, we first played,
because
yeah.
we found out it was supposed to be on demo at GameStops.
Yep.
we ended up hanging out that day. We went straight to GameStop to play it.
Went to GameStop and Red Bull.
Like, I was playing this shit. I was like, like,
even I was disappointed.
and he was like, "What?" I was like, "It changed so much, man." He was like, "Really?"
I picked
I
it
was
up.
like, "The controls." I was like, "Oh, they dumbed it down." I was like, "This is stupid."
What
This-
if Battle Grid got the spot? How y'all would have felt?
What got a spot?
Power Rangers Battle Grid.
Oh,
I would have been happy. Actually, I
think-
wish
I'm
they
gonna
would have
say,
took
it
the
would have
spot
been
of Samurai
entertaining.
Showdown.
It would have been entertaining.
Really?
It wouldn't have been enough
Yes.
entrance though.
I'd rather them have it
Because
than Samurai Showdown.
Fast paced.
but I mean, yeah, and that's why I say I
Samurai
get that.
Showdown is like more slow paced.
But Samurai Showdown,
You got
I mean,
like-
I guess
more
it's
like-
just the
it's like a
nostalgia
chess
with
match.
me.
It's like a chess match.
I ain't gonna lie.
Samurai
I
Showdown is
don't like
like,
watching
man.
Sam Show.
I like
You
Samurai
don't like
Showdown.
I like playing it. I don't like watching
the
it.
Sam shows why.
I'm put it like this.
Watching it, kind of.
What do these companies do?
And that's why.
They force spectacles.
Yep. But
Samurai
even that,
Showdown is not a spectacle at all. Like, it's fun to play. It's not fun to look at by comparison.
The reason being
It takes the least skill of all those other games.
He definitely made.
It is a
like,
more simplified version
I'm
of
just
Street
saying,
Fighter
like, in
5.
general, like
No, Street Fighter 4.
modern day gaming.
Street Fighter 4 is like real
gaming,
slow paced
gaming,
defense.
fighting games.
I ain't gonna lie.
They
Tekken
all
7 is the
like
most
that.
hype game to watch,
You doggone
in my
right.
opinion.
But, like, I mean,
Why? Because it's
imagine
got so much
Street Fighter
free reign
5,
to do what you want to do.
but you have an instant
get
kill
those
move.
guys.
Which version?
I think what it is that in
Vanilla?
Tekken, someone can have a
Yeah,
life
Day one.
and bring a whole life bar back.
That's what I'm
16
saying. So it's like
characters, 18
You
he
see
gives
that in
you
other
free
games,
roam.
but not as.
Right.
And Smash is always fun to watch. I mean, regardless what you think about Smash.
Well,
Smash
I don't know, man.
Smash
Smash
is fun to
is
watch.
fun as fuck. to watch.
Yeah, it is, but I just hate the community.
Well, we can hate
I
them, but we
despise
can watch them
the
play.
fucking community. But
You need to take a fucking shower.
Anyway,
Oh, no, that's true.
we're rambling on this part. We'll just take votes. Are you upset about MK not being there?
No. My whole thing with MK right now, I'm like, call me when Spawn comes.
I can carry the way.
I'm fucking outraged.
Crazy.
I'm just saying from a legacy point, it should be there.
I mean,
It's like
I
the
get it.
only
honestly,
American fighting game that's worth a damn.
I would rather watch Killer Instinct than want to come out.
Ooh, yes, I would. Lord, I love Killer Instinct. I wish it got more recognition.
I feel like at this point, personally for me, MK11 has become so uniform. There's nothing I can watch that I feel like I haven't watched before. I mean, I guess you could say the same thing with Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Well, I wouldn't say it. I just since they add those third variations, that shit's kind of spicy. But I know I've been watching, keeping up more lately. I know
I've
y'all
been
pretty much
watching
fell
it.
off. Y'all ain't-
I've been watching it. I
I
haven't.
know
been
half the
playing
room in here doesn't plan to play until Spawn releases.
Pretty much.
it. Yeah, I'm not touching it.
Pretty much.
I might log on to get some of those new brutalities and shit, but yeah.
Anybody? We said before Street Fighter's game. It's really fun to watch be played.
Just watch. Yeah. It's
Well,
I can't
perfect.
play it.
I will
this
say,
way.
this new update has almost reinvigorated my interest in the game. Like, I feel like this is where the game should have been when it launched.
But see, that ticks me off even more. So I'm just gonna go to somebody's house.
Street
that
Fighter
has it.
do that. They released like 5 versions of the game.
No, they don't. They until
Street
then,
Fighter,
until
Street Fighter 4.
5.
There's like 4 Street Fighter 4s.
There's Street
Yeah.
Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, no Super Street Fighter 4, and Ultra Street Fighter 4.
I mean,
Yeah, but you still have
But I mean,
a
Yes.
full game.
just playing devil's advocate,
full on game.
they've been doing this since like
Street Fighter 2.
Alpha,
right?
haven't they?
There was
They've
6
been doing
Street Fighter
it
2s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Street Fighter 2,
That's like a-
Turbo,
like
Champion, Hyper
3 or
Fight, and
4.
Super.
But
Three
those,
or four
are-
alphas.
those are basically alternate
For the
versions with
Switch.
like 1 or 2 extra characters though. But I'm just saying,
like
like
the
5 when
remix
5
was
first
where
came
they
out,
added like
you're not
Turbo,
gonna tell
where
me,
it got the
like,
fast.
you weren't disappointed.
No, when 5 came out, everybody's disappointed.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
They
like,
had 16 characters. It was 2016.
exactly. I
And
was
you
like,
had to play.
right
You
now,
had to
like,
see
Indie
every
developed
single
fighting
character.
games that have more characters than that.
literally.
Arcade mode
The
sound
sto-
like enough
And they didn't
BP to
have a
unlock the
fucking story.
character.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, when Tekken first came, when Tekken
thing
7
I'm
first
mad
came
in
out, I was
general-
upset about that too.
The thing I'm mad in general is that fighting games are going away from arcade endings.
Yeah.
Tekken's my favorite part of Tekken is being arcade ending, but that,
You know what I want? What my biggest hope for Tekken? It's probably not gonna happen, but I would love if they did. They do flashback costumes to where you can get the older costumes from the old games.
What they do?
well, they
I'm
got
saying,
for certain
like-
characters. I think he's talking about like in general.
Like
Oh,
in
okay.
general, like across the board.
I just
And then
want-
on top of that,
I want
like you
King's
get their
Tekken
old,
4, long
Long
hair,
hair, yeah,
green
baby.
tights.
you get their
I need-
throws
especially with the
with it.
customization.
I need the Cholo Bull Rider shirt and the white boots.
I
that
need
shit.
Yoshimitsu's Tekken 3 costume, and I
Everybody
need
does.
that.
He's somebody whose all his
No.
costumes should always be available.
I want Tekken 4.
I want his Tekken.
Well,
6
Beetle
outfit.
Yoshimitsu. He was like the
Tekken 5, never mind. The Predator one.
Predator one.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
Tekken 6 when he was when he had that demon.
boy.
That demon
That
outfit
was
was
hot.
dope.
Oh, the
Oh,
blue one?
Now the one with
But
the,
Tekken 3,
when he first
I
got
also
his two
want his
swords.
throwback.
Oh, okay.
You remember that throw where he made the shadow clone? That shit was so hard.
Yes, I used to wear that shit out.
I
ain't
used
gonna
to
lie.
love
That was
it.
the first time I used to.
Was
spam
that a
the
back throw or a side throw?
back throw? No, it's not
Alright.
throw.
Cause I used to
We're
love
gonna
that
get carried
shit.
away if we keep talking about this. But here's one more poll. Are we all gonna watch EVO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're gonna watch EVO this year too.
How am I
Yeah.
watching Evo?
There's a room full of EVO watchers in here.
Look.
I'm about to club you with my guitar just
Oh.
now.
Hey,
Y'all know I'm not in-
Well, we'll be watching. You're
I'm a
more
shooter.
all right.
Kidnap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anybody else got
rope.
any news bulletins from this
Ed
past week?
Boon tweeted out that they should make a reboot to Virtua Fighter.
He did, and he's correct.
Reboot?
Reboot Virtua Fighter.
Oh, reboot? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Still fun.
I'm okay with that.
What's okay, but Sega ain't gonna do shit with it. So if you had to
Sega
give it to
should.
another studio, who'd you pick?
It'd be Team Ninja.
Ugh, no.
It have to be. Who else can do it? Who else can do it?
Bandai Namco.
What for Virtual Fighter?
Oh my god.
Exactly. I mean, I'm okay with that.
That's your two choices. Though.
But you know,
I'd rather
Virtua
than
Fighter
be
3
absorbed
would
into
take that.
Tekken at this
What
point.
if?
It's
what
way
if-
more likely.
What if?
Yes.
What if Arc Sys Virtua
No.
Fighter 2
No.
game?
No.
You
Oh,
gonna
I'd be
tell me
okay
you
with
wouldn't play it?
I'd play
I
it.
wouldn't.
You
No.
a lying.
You a
No.
hater.
No.
I'd play that.
No.
I'd play
No. Hear me out. Hear me out. Don't
Alright.
just dismiss me. Hear me out.
Alright.
Arc System has a niche. Their niche is 2D, 2.5D
Mhm.
action anime style fighting games.
Which was
That's why Dragon Ball worked.
That's what I'm saying.
Virtual Fighter would not fit that.
Take Virtua Fighter,
aesthetic.
speed it up
Yeah,
300%,
Hey,
and tell me you want to play that shit.
As a tag game?
They came out with
Oh
a
no, not as a
Guilty Gear
tag
game
game,
that was
just
an
like
RPG.
a regular standalone.
They don't ever do
Yeah.
standalones.
Like Guilty
It's
Gear.
always.
Yeah, they
It was
did.
on- it was on
I mean,
PlayStation.
Guilty Gear, of course.
Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, all those were standalones. Under Night.
I mean, in their vein, yes, but they've definitely adapted the whole, Marvel vs. Capcom tag team theme now.
Okay, so now I'm confused. I thought we were talking about
They
rebooting
brought
Virtual Fighter.
No,
Sega
no, I
brought back,
definitely-
Super,
I'm saying-
Super
Yeah.
Monkey Ball.
Based
Huh?
on that,
Sega brought
I
back
don't
Super
think they would
Monkey
do a
Ball.
good job. It wouldn't.
You know,
It
for
wouldn't
how
hold
long?
the spirit
I don't know.
of
They
Virtual
brought,
Fighter.
they brought it
In
back.
my opinion.
You know, be a,
Okay, I
a
get what
great
you're
fighting game
Like-
to bring back.
I can't
on
take
Sega Genesis,
like a
like it was like a arena
like
fighter
a
with
one of
robots.
the
mechs.
first
I know what you're talking
premier
about.
I can't remember the
3D
fucking
fighters
name. I know
and then make it 2.5D. It's not
I
Virtual
want a
Fighter.
new custom rover.
I get that. I get that. Okay, I get what you're saying.
Don't you, Bernard?
What?
Don't you want a new custom rover?
Yes,
I
I do.
would love a new fucking.
You know what I want? I just
Customer.
want another Gundam Breakers. We never got Gundam Breakers 3.
But I'll play Asian.
I mean, yeah, but I'm just saying. And sweet patootie, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it. But I'm just saying.
Keep it PG.
I'm trying.
I'm trying.
I'm trying to convince myself not to buy Grand Blue early on from Taiwan PlayStation
Might
account.
as well just wait, cause like you said with the net.
I don't want to wait.
But then if you buy the
3
Taiwan version,
Damn it!
once they
That's
come out,
3 weeks too long.
once they come out the DLC, you're probably not gonna be able to get it on the Taiwan version because your net code. That's why I say you should just wait.
Anybody got any other news points from this week?
What you mean,
Not
like just in
necessarily.
general?
Yeah, not just gaming, movie, music.
Fuck Steve Harvey.
Scarfield.
Whoa,
Where did
where'd
this
that
come
come
from? What's
from?
going
No,
on?
just fuck him.
Okay.
You heard it, Steve.
He's a coon.
He doesn't like you.
It's called.
He said
it's
you're
Virtual
cool.
On.
Some
Bald
virtual.
bastard.
Yeah,
It's
Virtual
on
On.
Sega Saturn, not Genesis.
Virtual On. Yeah.
Never played.
Oh God,
Oh, that shit was great.
that shit was
I'm gonna have to
fun
find
as
it
fuck.
though. All right, so
Okay.
Yeah.
let's get to the meat and potatoes of tonight. We're gonna do this new thing called bracket battle.
Bracket battle.
I
I
explained it
think
to most of you. You were there when I was coming with today. Y'all know. We're gonna take 16 shows, cartoons from our childhood, right?
Yeah.
Pit them off in a Sweet 16 style bracket. Get a winner. We're gonna do it for a couple weeks because obviously, if you say cartoon, that's a broad ass statement. If I ask you what's your favorite cartoon right now, what you gonna say?
Now, when you say cartoon, you mean anime or
No,
cartoon?
no, cartoon.
Cartoon, American.
It's a lot to think about, right?
It's a lot.
Shoot, that's
One of mine.
Now, if I say what's your favorite Nickelodeon cartoon,
Avatar.
Invaders in.
Oh, you bastard! Damn, I forgot about that. You're right.
That
was Nick.
That was a good one. I still remember that, John.
either way, we just got 5 different answers when you break it down.
But-
So that's basically what we're gonna do. We're gonna
To
break it
answer
down.
your question about American cartoon, Samurai Jack.
And see,
Well played.
that's why we're doing this. Because if we just said cartoons, that's too broad a
That
statement
shit was
to
impeccable.
put that shit down like that.
Great from beginning to end. Not one bad episode.
I was just mad that this man didn't get that nookie. I'm telling you.
Boy, I was so sad at the end of this shit. I was like,
Oh my
I got mad.
Wait
So
for
I
that.
was like, this nigga cannot take a fucking break. Sick of this
He
shit.
saved the world. He saved all existence and time, and still
He
couldn't get that
still
cookie.
didn't get nothing.
Iron
Still didn't
guy,
get that cookie.
and like they're falling down the mountain, and he skated his face against it. Like, you're just,
I remember that.
Sorry.
Fucking protector
Anyway,
reporter beat the
That's
shit
gonna be,
out of him.
that's Cartoon Network
Oh,
night.
bro, get back to the.
That's Cartoon Network
Did you
night.
see the ending?
So we
did
know
you
what's
see
probably gonna
65?
win
Yes.
that.
That shit was great.
Real quick. When we do Cartoon Network night, we should not include Toonami, should we? That's kind of cheating, right?
Yeah, no,
Hell
you can't.
We'll
Yeah.
save that for an
That's
anime
a whole
list.
list.
Okay,
That's
I was making
bang.
sure we were in agreement.
Yeah, that's all about anime.
So tonight we're doing the most obscure one, which is WB Kids, Fox Kids. I put them in one category because I couldn't honestly find 16
So are
shows
we
from
doing
one other.
shows from those two, or are we
Those
doing those two
two.
in
I
general?
got a question
Those
about the Fox Kids.
Those
shows
two
from
versus
those
each other?
two.
Because
No, not necessarily each other. All their shows are what's in the bracket though.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if you knew this or not, but on Fox Kids, they actually showed an anime called Flow of Escaflowne.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
that
did.
doesn't count. That's
Okay,
anime.
just make
Yeah,
sure.
it's anime.
I'm
Just
making
like
sure.
also, you're gonna
I'm
see
actually
it's
currently going back
WB
and watching
Kids. There's no superhero shows on this list because they also are getting their own cartoon category.
So no Batman, no Spider-Man.
I don't think it's fair
More importantly, no
putting
static
on this
shock.
list. Yeah.
Yeah,
Beat,
that's
beat,
what I'm
gotta
saying.
beat.
Damn,
I know.
I like
Shit,
Spider-Man.
No, we'll get to that. Not tonight.
Dang, I'm gonna be
Fair,
biased.
man.
I'm gonna be biased in that Static.
Ain't
I love
fair.
Static.
I like X-Men.
For real,
I need
man.
old man Static in the DC universe. DCE,
That mug got
DCMU.
controversial.
Are you talking about Black Lightning? That's what you were talking about, right?
All right, so
Oh.
That's
Hey,
my actual
so,
Static.
I got
from Batman Beyond.
listen, you guys.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening.
I got the bracket up. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna randomize the seeds 3 times. I'm gonna tell you the shows first. You ready?
Okay.
We got Tiny Toon Adventures.
Haha, yay.
We got Digimon.
That's anime.
No, it's not.
It's not. I thought it was too, but it's not.
I did a lot of research. Just like Pokemon for the first 3 seasons is not considered anime.
Really?
It's not. Yeah. Don't ask me. I didn't make the rules. I mean, I kind of made the rules this time, but those rules I really didn't make.
This should be off the list. Technicalities.
Like, hoopla!
No.
Sorry,
Anyway,
on the field.
you shut up.
You gonna show in showdown?
Tom and Jerry Kids.
On years and five.
We got the Tick.
Spoon!
Oh yeah.
And here's why I put the Tick and Freakazoid on here. Because they are superheroes, but they are not comic book originated. Tick became a comic book after the fact.
Yeah,
So
Freakazoid
Freakazoid.
was just dope. I like Freakazoid.
We got What's New Scooby-Doo.
What's this Scooby-Doo?
We got Goosebumps the animated series. Anybody watch that?
I watched Goosebumps.
Scooby-Doo Kid.
That wasn't on though. That actually didn't air until it became Cartoon Network.
Really?
Yep. We got Metabots.
Yes!
Ooh. That's an anime too.
No, it's not. We got Yu-Gi-Oh.
That's it.
It's not. I promise you, Alex.
Actually, wasn't it a manga? It was.
Yeah, it was a manga first.
It was a manga
It
original.
was a card game first.
Yeah,
sure?
Shonen Jump made it the next year afterwards. Konami invented it as a card game
Yeah.
first. And then they got the TV. What?
Your wife.
Oh, it's Tyler. Open the damn door.
I'm sorry. We don't let cones in.
Yeah.
You hear me, cones?
I thought trash day already came.
What's the
Okay.
password? This was the finest piece of chocolate.
Hey, grab your. Hey, you might want to grab your chair out the kitchen, sir.
What's good, man?
Thought
What's
was
going
here,
on?
motherfucker.
Yeah.
You hear me, Tyler?
Yeah.
You hear me, Tyler? You might want to grab your chair out the kitchen. Unless you're gonna stand. All right. Well, you're just in time. We're in the middle of the podcast.
I say you're gonna be
We're
standing
doing-
about like 45
Yeah,
minutes.
we're doing bracket battle.
Mountains?
You hear me?
Been all
We're doing
training.
bracket battle.
Ah.
You know how Sweet 16 works?
Yeah.
Sitting
We're
underneath
doing
the
cartoons.
waterfall.
Tonight we're doing WB Kids and Fox Kids shows.
You gotta kill a bear. Cops.
We got the 16 right here. I'm gonna run back down real quick for you. You ready? Tiny Toon Adventures, Digimon, Tom and Jerry Kids, The Tick, Freakazoid, What's New Scooby-Doo, Goosebumps the animated series, Metabots, Yu-Gi-Oh, Transformers Beast Wars,
Yes.
Shaolin
Wait, I thought that
Showdown,
was Fox.
It
Oh
was
wait,
Fox,
that's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, I forgot about Charlotte.
Mucha Lucha,
Mucha lucha.
Monster Rancher,
Oh,
That was
di-
anime
oh, I
too.
forgot about
that aired on Fox. It's a cartoon.
Are you sure?
Yes, I did. I
I'm
told you,
pretty sure
I
that was a
researched
manga, too.
all of this. Jackie Chan Adventures,
Yup.
That was my shit.
Animaniacs,
Anime.
Other shit.
and Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah, we're good too.
You are like the most negative Nancy in the
I'm
world.
not being negative. Nancy.
You the kind
I'm
of
going
guy.
by what you said.
You the kind of
You said
guy.
anime is not part of this list.
You the kind of
You
guy
named
that'll catch your friend
3.
fucking a girl and find $1 million in the corner and be like, ah, man, fuck you, that shit. Hating this one.
Wait, are we talking about somebody?
No.
I'll say, I got
I'm
a
gonna
name.
I'm gonna shuffle them 3
I
times,
got a
okay?
name. You don't want
That's
to
one.
talk about
That's 2. And that's 3. All right, y'all ready to see the bracket?
Yeah.
All right, in round 1, we got Metabots versus Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm gonna get y'all some time to
Wait,
think on this.
Yu-Gi-Oh as a whole or as first season? What
First season.
were on-
First season of
Are the
Yu-Gi-Oh.
cards, man?
Because I was gonna say, when did Yu-Gi-Oh like stop airing? What season
It's still airing.
of Yu-Gi-Oh? Well, that's what I'm saying. What season?
We're just doing just Yugi.
We don't acknowledge anything after 5D.
First season in Battle City.
Okay. All right. I give you that.
Because that's when Fox Kids got bought by Disney and became Jetix.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
what we're going to do, we're going to give y'all a little bit of time here. All right?
What are we doing now? We're
I'm about-
deciding which is better.
Yeah, y'all think about it for a second.
Look at Tosin. I'm sorry, but I'm supposed to say that out loud. It's fine. He can use publicity. Actually, he doesn't need it. I'm just saying. Tosin Abasi, amazing guitar player. Anybody interested? 8-string guitar. You don't skip these ads. Oh,
Hey, man,
sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
working
wait.
on it. Who remembers this opening?
I remember that opening. That was like
It's the original.
That's
original.
openings. Like that's opening of openings.
God damn.
You know you watch Yu-Gi-Oh.
The Millennium
watch
items.
While it's going, who's y'all's favorite character?
On Yu-Gi-Oh? You talking about actual characters, or you talking about monsters?
No, the character, not the monster.
I always make it harder
yeah,
by
yeah.
not saying Yugi.
Yeah, no Yugi. No
No Yugi.
Yeah. No Yami, no Yugi.
No Yami. No Yugi.
I like-
Is it
I-
Tim? Thank you very much.
I like Joey, but only because he's fucking horrible.
Joey.
Joey.
I like
Hey,
Joey.
come on, guys, I gotta get a sword dragon.
I liked Merrick.
Joey just for the super fan.
Merrick?
Yeah,
Who?
he's
Merrick?
I like Merrick.
Oh.
Merrick was.
Look at
No,
look at
this
this shit.
man handed out ruthless L's.
Yeah, he did. Merrick was like no joke.
This is
So
fucking-
no Joey and no Kaiba.
You say Kaiba?
You
Wait, you said no Joey?
Seto Kaiba?
I mean, no Yugi. How you gonna say?
Because this man
Kaiba, but no
was
Yugi?
like,
Most
if
people say
I want
Yugi
to
or
battle
Kaiba.
you,
Yeah, I know
and
that.
I need you to die every time you lose to me. I want it. I need it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Who
That's
else? Who else felt lied to when they tried to play the card game the way they did in the show?
Boy, I was mad as hell. They didn't have the same effects.
I was so
Spellbind
mad.
Circle didn't take off 700.
man.
Yeah.
Which
Oh,
one of
this
y'all
is
was
bullshit.
the kid
I got that
who
little
couldn't
side
get the
deck and
motherfucking
everything.
arm disc?
Yes.
I never got one.
I never got the arm disc.
I got
I
that.
never got the gauntlet to put the fucking stars in.
I want you to know.
I did.
When I became
I
an
got all
adult,
of them.
a working adult,
And then
Hey,
first thing I
I
bought.
will say this. I will say this.
While this is
I was like,
finishing,
yes.
me and Madonna had
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the
made
best
my
idea.
math skills 10 times better.
PlayStation VR
Yes.
should make a dual disc accessory.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Make a
Oh,
virtual
God, I'm
Yu-Gi-Oh!
coming.
dual game.
Oh my god.
I swear to God, I'll buy a whole deck tonight.
Oh my god. I swear.
Hey, who used
I
to
got all the
Who used to
cards
buy
I always wanted in my wish list too. Them bitches like 50 cents now. I will
Oh,
buy
yeah,
all
that's
of
Who
right.
used
them.
to buy the, who used to buy the booster pass and just sniff the fucking cards?
But
Right.
like, me too. Ain't nothing worth.
All right, who remembers
Boy, I
this
used
shit?
to steal
Yeah,
cards
I do.
from Walmart.
That was my shiz.
Who watched Metabots?
I did.
I did.
All right, so what's that? The gaming service on PCs, Wild Tangent. You remember that? They used to have a Metabots game on Wild Tangent.
I remember
This is back when
Newgrounds.
you had freaking like dial-up internet, dial-up,
I had the
trashy dial-up internet. I went out my way and I sat for like a whole day and a half waiting for that game to download so I could play it.
I had the Game Boy
Said you went
Advance
out your
version.
way for it.
Y'all know right? I played the shit out of that game.
The Game Boy Advance version, that shit was fun.
I played
Yeah, it was.
shit out of Game Boy Advance version. Taking niggas' parts. And
Yeah,
shit.
Bruh.
Metabots was so dope.
Yeah,
That was
give
my
me
boy.
your arm.
And then
nigga.
you all I
Yeah,
wanted.
bring
If
your.
you lost, your parts taken.
That lion robot right there, he was my favorite. That's all I want. I
feel like
want
we can't
Going
show
back
you
to a Monster
anything-
Rancher used to
anything.
piss me
You
off.
really can. I'm biased.
Cause then your shit would get old
I
and
love
die.
Oh yeah, it would. Metabots was so dope.
Great.
Oh god, Metabots or Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh. It
I
lived.
have to do you.
It's still going now.
Metabots is too.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Hold on. We'll
I mean,
start
it's
this.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hold on.
Actually,
We're gonna start. We'll do this way.
Just not here in the West.
You pick.
Yu-Gi-Oh's a cultural phenomenon.
But he said the first 2 seasons. Now, if we're going by first 2 seasons,
Even
I gotta give it to Yu-Gi-Oh. As much as I love Metabots, I
So
gotta
that's one Yu-Gi-Oh, two,
unbiasedly, I gotta
three.
give it to Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
4.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
All right.
That's what I say.
You got me excited when you said that virtual.
Look, if you
Boy.
said Yu-Gi-Oh versus Digimon,
swear.
Yeah, that would've been
that's
hard.
If that's big.
I wish they had like
I
a
love
magic.
Metabots, but it ain't had shit on Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm sorry.
Like them first 2 seasons, man.
Oh, they keep
'Cause I love
going.
Metabots.
Oh.
But if I'm being unbiased,
I'm just
I gotta
thinking about
pick
that. That VR joint just got me happy.
Boy, I
Like
wish.
VR.
You remember
There's
when
a
they had that
possibility
game?
they
That was a
could do
little more
joint.
one-sided than I thought it would be, to be honest.
You remember they had that game
my
on
gosh.
PS3 called Eye of Judgment?
Yes.
Played the shit out of that. That was great. I was so mad though because they dropped it here, but it did really good in Australia and in the UK.
Australia's such a random place for it to be good.
I know it was weird,
It's
but
really random.
it's like
What do you
Australia and the
do?
UK, they ate that shit up. They would have like
PS2
dicks, like dudes
emulator
were serious
on my
about it. And I was
iPad.
like, oh, I want to play
Play
so
Duelist
bad.
of Roses
Alright.
and shit
For
again.
this next one, we got Tiny Toon
If you like
Adventures
Duelist of Roses, you would have loved
versus
it.
Animaniacs.
Animaniacs off.
Does anybody have any opening argument for either one of these,
Tiny Toon Adventures.
and why?
Because it was witty. It had really good adult
I
jokes.
understand that.
Yeah, it did.
At the time, it did.
What?
You watch Animaniacs?
I was
I
gonna say,
was gonna
Animaniacs.
say Animaniacs.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
tell you why
yes,
Desmond
yes.
says Animaniacs. His
Oh,
favorite
yes,
line in
yes.
history.
What you?
Oh, nerds.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, that was.
Plus, they featured famous people.
Yeah, they
in
did.
Animaniacs.
Yeah, they did. It was like
Family
Family Guy
jokes
before Family
and they
Guy
taught
was
you
Family
shit.
Guy. Yeah.
Yakko, Wacko, and Dot.
It was like the Family Guy
Oh my
of our
god,
generation.
that's what. Oh.
That's what it was.
And then every once in a while, you had Pinky and the Brain in it.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's got their own show.
Freakazoid popped up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they all came from that. You're right.
Animaniacs.
They just literally lived in the WB
Animation was
Tower.
great in Tiny Toon.
Yo, fun fact. You know the WB?
Yeah.
That's where Yakko, Wacko, and Dot got their names from. You know W.B? Dot's name is literally derived
Dot.
from the dot.
Then you had what? That damn Sega Genesis game they had. That shit was rough shit.
Oh.
Animaniacs.
I mean, did you
I don't
play that
remember that
Tiny
joke.
Toons game
I
on
don't
Sega?
Okay.
Not
I was
Sega.
gonna say, we'll ride out right now.
Boy, that was honestly one of the hardest games I ever beat. Especially when I was younger. I was like, what the fuck is this? That's fucking space level?
Okay.
That fucking train level.
I tell you what, hardest game I ever beat was Lion King.
Oh my
we
god,
gonna
that
talk
jump,
about
that jump.
That
Oh
shit
my
had
god,
me
that was so
mad.
difficult.
As a kid.
Charlotte.
Man, I'm
Yeah,
like,
right.
this wasn't made for kids.
Boy, I ain't never
that.
thrown a game like that in my life.
Tell her when she come up here.
That
like,
shit
and then you
cheats.
up and you can send them right back down the road with you. You can take him back right down there. Anyway,
Yeah, what was the other one? Aladdin. That was another one that they remade. That was.
take him back down the road with you. Anyway,
Yeah.
next one.
Oh my god.
That shit raised my blood pressure. That had me punching
Those
walls.
are the hardest games I
Fucking
ever
Silver
played
Surfer.
in my life.
Remember the Fantastic Four cartoon anime?
Oh.
And then they showed him.
Bro.
I ain't gonna lie, because I saw the movie first, and then I saw not the remake that was based off of the movie, the like original when they
Bro.
showed him.
You
And
understand?
that was all
What
I was
was
waiting
that
for.
crap?
I played
That's
this
all I
shit,
was waiting for.
and I'm like, this man is a cosmic being. One of the most powerful people in Marvel Universe, and he getting killed by fucking dots. He getting killed by fucking dots. Man, surfing through space, and you get hit by some terrain you should be floating over.
So what do y'all pick? We'll go around the board. Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures.
Animaniacs. Now, if you said Looney Tunes, it'd have been that.
You say Animaniacs or who?
Tiny Toon Adventures. So Looney Tunes Junior. Who wants your other boy?
Looney Tunes Jr. was good though.
So Animaniacs,
You already know my answer.
Tiny Toons.
She said Tiny Toon. Trying to be unbiased.
Tiny Toons? Alright, that's 2 for Tiny Toons, 1 for Animaniacs.
You can tell I've been using your computer, all the ads. On the side.
It is okay.
It's all Guitar Center and stuff. Look, see, look, that's J48.
Animaniacs.
J48 Animaniacs.
Well, it don't matter what I vote anyway.
You chose Tiny Toon. It was over.
I'm
Oh,
with you. I
man.
love Tiny Toons, but I'm trying to be unbiased. I gotta say Animaniacs, man.
Looney Tunes is another story though.
Yeah, if it's Looney Tunes,
I think this next one's about to be a wash. I don't even know if we have to vote. It's Beast Wars versus Goosebumps Anime Series.
Beast Wars.
Beast Wars.
Do we even need to talk about it?
Not really.
We'll save the talking for the next round.
Wait, animated series?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't never watch that.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't want to school.
You remember with that one? It was okay.
I'll go ahead and
you remember
report the
back?
score. 'cause
Optimus was a gorilla. You really think I'm gonna choose?
Hey, it was all about you.
Megatron was a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. They always make him one up.
But he
It's
gets
like,
like,
we ain't gonna get
Oh, you a
launched,
truck?
right?
I'm a fucking plane. I'm a big ass plane. I got rockets.
You remember when they went back to was it their planet? And he was a dragon.
Yeah.
I was like,
why do you keep getting the cool shit?
he was
That's
already
made me like
mad.
villains
Because I
more.
wanted that toy so bad. That damn toy was $40, dog.
Oh,
$40.
God.
But it was like this big though. So
It was worth $40.
Yeah,
You
it
know
was
what,
worth-
how
It'll
much
be
fucking
200.
Unicron
Yeah.
costs?
You right.
Unicron was in the hundreds.
I was gonna say, yeah, especially if you find like
What
an
was that
original.
that really good Transformers cartoon from like the mid to early
2000s?
2000s?
Yeah,
It's,
they didn't
it's
have.
where
It
they
didn't have.
Oh,
They
yeah,
had
I
Hot
was
Shot.
yeah, they had.
It's not where he stopped becoming well, he was still Hot Shot. It was
Yeah.
the last cartoon.
Yeah.
That animated one was good
because
too.
Optimus died and Hot Shot took over.
But he ended up being brought back, and that's when they got their second forms.
Did you watch the animated one?
I watched all
Transformers
of it.
Prime. That shit was
Yes.
good.
That shit
And then
was
they
dope.
took it down because it was too dark for kids.
They always say something about that junk.
Just like the reason why they took that essence of Escaflowne.
Oh yeah, because it was like it started getting like.
There was one
These
about
motherfuckers like
everything,
dicks.
dog.
That's what. Yeah, that's
like
true.
where there's a
So
where
Beast
the,
Wars then.
bad guy.
Beast Wars.
Beast
I don't wanna hear that
He's
shit.
like
They be watching
assassin.
Steven Universe.
All right, this
Right,
next one.
Steven Universe.
This
is-
next one, I don't know how y'all gonna feel. I know which one I watched more.
Something special. That's all I
Mucha
can say.
Lucha and
It's
Freakazoid.
interesting.
Freakazoid.
Which one?
Lucha Lucha and Freakazoid. Both have very catchy theme songs.
They did.
Those theme songs are
The
both
Flea
fucking
was
great.
The Flea
Yeah,
was
yeah,
that
yeah.
episode he actually got clean.
Because
You ain't
Yeah,
never seen
boy.
I gotta see it to actually know.
I thought his
I know I
suit
seen
was
Mucha
actually brown. That
Lucha.
motherfucker just dirty as shit.
Wow.
This motherfucker came out white.
I ain't gonna lie. I went back and I looked it up. I was like, Flea ain't that color. Flea was all white. I was like, son of a bitch.
That motherfucker.
You really
I was
ain't
like,
never seen
he's just
Freakazoid?
dirty as shit.
Hold on, Raekwon can't remember Freakazoid.
You can't remember Freakazoid?
Oh wow.
He's like the mask. But
Yeah, pretty much.
Freakazoid. Freakazoid. Freakazoid.
Not at
Freakazoid.
all.
Well, good. So we know who your vote's for then.
Yeah, basically.
But you remember Mucha Lucha, right?
Yep.
Mucha Lucha.
Mucha
Lucha.
It's amazing.
I got good memories of Mucha Lucha. But that's
Remember they
because I
freaking
watched
had Rey
wrestling.
Mysterio in it? They call him El Rey.
Yeah.
And this nigga
Well,
literally
I used to watch
619 somebody. I
wrestling
was
too, so I
lost
was
my
like,
shit when I
yeah.
saw that. He came off the rope, came back and said, wow. I was like, oh shit.
I'm gonna have to give it Freakazoid. But I did love some.
We'll go around. Okay, so we'll start. Desmond gave Freakazoid. You gave Mucha Lucha.
Freakazoid.
Freakazoid.
Mucha.
Mucha Lucha.
Freakazoid.
Go back. I
Freakazoid.
gotta think about this.
It's time, man.
You the top.
You know what? I'm gonna make it better on you because I'm gonna go Mucha Lucha too. So you the top. You final vote. It's 3-3.
I'm not mad neither way.
Either way, yeah, they're both
I
good.
love them shits. I never realized how much fucking Fox Family I watched.
Right? Until you think about it.
Until I really thought about it. I
wish
watched
I
all
could
this
buy
shit.
a small
You was just
margin.
cartoons at that point.
I'm gonna give it to Mucha Lucha.
A small margin.
Yeah, by a small margin.
Does
Small
anybody remember
margin.
Chasing
Freakazoid
Amy?
was dope. Freakazoid was dope.
It was about that dude
I
that
remember
had
that
that
was
fucking robot
I remember
Yeah.
for a while,
that
like, man, that was like.
changed to look
Oh, man.
human.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
used
it
to
was like
watch-
a science
All right, this
experiment
next
or
one's gonna be
some shit.
tough, especially for you, because with the way the seeds worked out, is Digimon versus Jackie Chan Adventures.
Oh, fuck. That
Digimon.
What?
Jackie Chan Adventures.
Jackie
I
Chan.
love Jackie Chan Adventures.
I like
but
Jackie
That
Chan.
hurts a little because I love Jackie Chan
Wait a
Adventures.
minute.
I love
hold on.
Jackie Chan event. I can't do this.
It's rough. I ain't gonna lie.
One more thing.
I gotta give it Jackie Chan.
I'm
That's
torn.
Jackie Chan.
Continuity was
Digimon.
good. Character growth.
Because we're talking about like the first
Story
two seasons,
arcs.
right?
True, they
Original
did
cast.
have some good story arcs.
Yeah.
But Digimon was good too.
It was. It definitely was.
But that first season, Jackie Chan was.
I don't know.
I didn't get into it. I mean, I like Jackie Chan,
Digimon
like,
was just hooking.
and I was always hyped on it, but like the second season,
I'll,
made it
I'll go first this time. I'll go first this
Jackie
time.
Chan.
Yeah.
I'm picking Digimon.
I'm picking Digimon.
Wait, which season of Jackie Chan had the talismans?
That was the first one.
First
They had to
season.
go through the.
First
First
season,
and
right?
second.
But
Yeah.
the first one was mainly talismans. Second one, they had other things like artifacts or something.
No, that was third.
That was third season.
How many
That's,
seasons that fucking show did I watch?
Like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
no, it was a lot. It was
Yeah,
a
It was
lot.
a lot of
That's a
seasons.
lot.
I'm gonna give you this logic. They both were good, right?
Right.
Yes.
But I feel like Digimon got exponentially better over time. Hello, it's Brad.
So Jackie Chan is dope.
What tripped me out is when
You
they
hear?
started they said fuck a Digimon battle.
hear?
They started throwing hands with the axe.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, you just breaking all the rules, huh?
It's like, I don't need no partner. I remember that.
Let Ben out. Let Ben out.
I didn't make it that
I
far.
was watching that shit before, and I was like, oh, so just fucking Pokeball, huh? You just- I knew it was different when they started pulling out straps.
Yeah.
I was,
What?
I was like, oh.
What?
It's like, oh,
But
shit.
anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go Digimon. When the eggs came in season 2,
Yes, it did.
What, Rambo?
I couldn't.
The eggs
Did you
great.
the whole monster?
That was like my
I'm gonna go Digimon. You said you're going strong Jackie Chan, right?
Jackie Chan.
Digimon.
Jackie Chan.
Digi.
Jackie.
Where's Tyler?
He went out there.
Tyler!
I'm here.
Let's go Digimon. I still
Digimon or Jackie Chan?
Here's the
Still.
fun thing. You're the deciding vote.
Yeah, I want Jackie Chan though. Cause
Huh?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan?
Shit.
But Jackie Chan takes it then.
Woo! That's what?
That's
I
crazy.
did like
Dude.
Jackie Chan, but it's like for me.
I'm not upset because I love both shows.
That's what I say, yeah.
Did not see.
I wonder if it was Pokemon versus
Did
Digimon.
not see Digimon going out in the first round.
Yeah.
Come on. It's got a guitar in the beginning of it. How you gonna?
Brad was looking for you, Al. There's some Pokemon.
I was like, oh snap!
Yeah, get in here. Oh, he be talking shit
All right.
about me?
I got to fold with somebody.
Anyway, folding aside, we got Tom and Jerry Kids versus. Oh no, we got What's New Scooby-Doo versus Shaolin Showdown.
Challenge Showdown.
Challenge Showdown.
And I don't even hate What's New
Challenge
Scooby-Doo.
Showdown.
No, wasn't Scooby-Doo was still, but Shaolin
Showdown was better.
All right, then. That does give us a really good match for the next round, so we'll go there.
I challenge you to Showdown.
Anyway, we got Tom and Jerry Kids versus Monster Rancher.
Monster Ranch.
I'm going Tom.
Now,
I'm about to say Tom and Jerry was more my.
Now, if it was regular Tom and Jerry, then heck yeah, all day.
I grew up with Tom and Jerry Kids, which is where
I'm
mine
gonna
comes
go
from.
Monster Rancher.
See, I grew up with Tom and Jerry.
I'm out of this.
Doing Tom and Jerry.
I didn't see
But I
neither
was
one of them.
going
You ain't
Monster
never seen either one of them.
I seen Tom and Jerry, but not
What?
kids.
I can't. I'm in doing
Is it just
something.
regular? Tom
What do
and
you want?
Jerry is like,
Does it
Okay.
involve Cassie?
I'm like, it's a
Cause
kids.
I can't right now. Oh, damn.
I ain't seen no Tom and Jerry.
What'd you say?
kids. I saw Tom,
Tom
and Jerry.
Oh, that's 2,
Tom.
3.
What was Monster Ranch? Tom and
You
Jerry.
don't remember Monster Rancher?
Tom and Jerry?
I think I know what it is.
Oh, well, that
Remember
puts
the
us
one-eyed
over
Swayze?
there.
Harpy chick?
I didn't like it because I thought it looked cool, but I just didn't get to see enough of it to really remember anything.
And that was the thing. It wasn't like really consistent. They had like, cause at the time you had like Monster Rancher, Digimon, Pokemon, and then Yu-Gi-Oh came out, and then Magic was always the thing. So it's like I kind of got confused. I really like Monster Rancher, like the design of it, the story and everything. But then it's like it never really like Digimon. Digimon has a great story. Monster Rancher has a great story, but it's like there are so many like holes and there are a lot of plot holes.
And then like when I saw Monster Rancher just as a kid, I was like, it's like a bootleg Digimon.
Honestly, it kind of feels that way.
Like the one-eyed motherfucker. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You
Can
can
I?
cuss on Twitch?
All right, bet. No, I thought you were just trying to keep yours friendly.
No, I'm cutting it.
Well, I-
Eat my ass.
Oh
The one
god, I
motherfucker
was
was
bleeping.
like,
I'm gonna have to do.
Agumon, they actually had a fucking wolf.
Oh, you got to do that for.
Close that door.
So it's literally
Wait,
just like,
is there YouTube channel
it was literally like an off-brand.
kid friendly or general?
No, just as COPPA came out and said for a general audience, those laws don't apply like that.
Right, good. Okay. Anyway.
All right, we're on our last first round battle. It's easy for me. I'm not the Tick versus Pokemon.
Pokemans.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm going Pokemon too.
Yeah.
so
I'm gonna say Tick.
really?
I'm gonna say the Tig.
I think you're doing it different.
No, the Pokemon anime was mediocre. Hey, man.
First season.
it was cool. I mean,
You teach me and I
Either way,
teach you.
it's 3-1. What
I love
Oh,
that
Tick.
he wanted to be the very best, and he never was.
It
He's
took 20 years.
It took how long?
a loser.
Years.
He's a fucking loser.
What?
His balls, his balls ain't even dropped yet.
So what'd you say?
What? Pokemon versus Tick?
Pokemans.
Like
The Tig.
So 1, 2. You're for the Tick. You're for Pokemon.
Wait, are we going off the
Pokemon.
first season of Pokemon?
Y'all two are for the Tick.
Going off first season Pokemon?
Go count.
I'm gonna go with Tick.
It counts now. Somebody didn't vote.
I need them. It's the last two. I need.
You need. You like Pokemon better than Tick?
So,
You don't even know what a Tick is, do you?
Like the cartoon one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Spoon.
We need an answer, Brad.
Not a part of this.
All right. A
I
Tick
literally
wins.
came
The
here
Tick
for
wins
smashing
actually,
Pokemon.
How?
because you and Alex voted for the
I
Tick.
was promised.
Yeah, I was
these
gonna say
Pokemon.
Raekwon and Desmond voted for
We about
the
to
Tick.
smash you, Pokemon.
Three of us that voted for Pokemon. Why did you pick the Tick? I'm curious.
Because I used to watch Tig a lot more than
Diamonds for
Pokemon.
eyes.
Like I said,
crazy.
Explains a lot about you.
first season.
Sableye.
First
Oh,
season. It
Sableye
didn't get
is
good to me
Yeah,
until after
it
like.
does.
That's what you need.
Yeah.
I'm like Desmond. It didn't really.
We
get
got
good.
some really weird
Until
round
that
2
new expansion
matchups.
comes out.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
the
what
first
I'm trying
match
to
of
do.
round 2 is Yu-Gi-Oh versus Animaniacs.
It
Yu-Gi-Oh.
counts. But it carries
Yu-Gi-Oh.
over.
It's Yu-Gi for me.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
You
That's
get it now,
fine.
you
Okay,
won't
sorry,
have it
everybody.
later.
Come on,
You already lost.
Oh, well,
You get
yeah.
the
Pretty
Once
much.
you start the new expansion, you'll still get to keep everything you've gotten. So if you get the shiny charm, the oval charm, and the
All right, we got Beast
Critical
Wars
charm.
versus Mucha
they
Lucha.
carry over.
Beast Wars.
The what?
Beast Wars.
I'm still going Mucha Lucha.
I like Mucha.
I'm not a Transformers fan.
Beast Wars.
I wasn't a Beast Wars fan. I didn't like the 3D shit as a kid.
If I had to pick one,
Mucha
Beast Wars would be my
Even
favorite
now,
Transformers because I like animals.
Only certain cartoons did 3D shit well, like for instance,
Unfortunately,
Neutron.
I think we're
That was back
All of
then.
them,
Neutron did hit that.
all of them were shit until Jimmy.
Did you pick Beast Wars?
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Anybody? You remember Reboot?
Mucha?
Yeah,
I used to love that shit.
Yeah.
Oh
I looked
Red
back and my
Claw.
eyes about threw up.
I want you to
was
know
like, what the fuck is
That
this?
the winner of this
64
category comes down to
You
you.
remember Code Lyoko?
Yes,
It comes down to me?
Yeah,
That shit was good.
That's when the
Everybody,
game.
everybody stare at Red Claw until he makes an answer. Because you're the deciding vote.
What?
Mucha
Between
Lucha.
what?
Mucha Lucha? Mucha Lucha just beat Beast
That
Wars.
was the right answer, Slime. On Mama's couch.
We don't like your kind
On a
around
dead
here.
low.
Like your kind around here, bud.
Y'all think Red Claw because Mucha Lucha just beat Beast Wars.
Hey,
I don't know what that first
you
was.
live another day.
No longer. I'm sorry.
Alright, here's the most interesting matchup.
Okay.
Shaolin Showdown versus Jackie Chan Adventures.
Shaolin Showdown.
Jackie Chan adventure.
Dang, I
I'm gonna have to
can't.
go with Jackie Chan on this one.
That's.
Shaolin Showdown.
I'm scratching my head on this one.
You know what?
Depends on which
I'm
season.
picking Jackie Chan.
Which season of Jackie Chan?
With the talismans first.
The totality. What is it?
I love when Ray Mundo, he became like the master at the end. Shit was
I was kind of upset about that, but I get what you're saying, yeah. I was like, what? I mean, I knew Omi wasn't going to get it because, you know, he's the chosen one, ultimately at the end, so.
Dang, that really is a hard one.
That's tough.
I ain't gonna lie, I was
The
just
episode
questioning
of
Kimiko.
Jackie Chan Adventures when Jade, she put the fucking fake tattoo on her leg and it possessed her ass.
Oh, yeah. Now, even when Jay from the future came back, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
boy. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Nah, but Kimiko, though. Kimiko.
Okay,
Kimiko
so
or Jay.
I'm gonna start saying Jackie Chan.
Shaolin Showdown.
Ben, what's your answer?
Jackie Chan.
I'm
He's
just.
just having a moment.
They said, damn.
I mean, it is a close one, but.
That shit hard.
You got
I
an
gotta
answer,
take my
Tyler?
glasses off.
Jackie Chan.
You got an answer, Desmond?
Jackie Chan.
Oh,
Good as it is. It don't matter what you pick. Jackie Chan wins this.
Yeah, I mean, I was, you know
I'm
what?
glad. I'm glad.
Going back to it, it will be Shaolin because me and my brother we used to play it
That's.
like
Yeah.
we could play it like
That
you
was
know.
a hard one.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now we got Tom and Jerry Kids versus the Tick.
I'll call you handle.
The tick, Tom and Jerry.
Oh, that's 4 already for a Tick, so it don't really matter.
Damn, cuz. Are you fucking hot?
He got the snack. He said, you hot,
Oh,
son?
that's for roll-ups.
Yep. Hey, yo, you ever had your girl wrap two rolls around your shit?
Well,
And then she sucked
You
your
were
rice?
close, though.
just chugging that shit.
Oh, sense
Thank you.
What?
You don't roll up without me.
Get it? Roll up. Fucking corny ass joke.
Yeah. Bad jokes.
He's still a coon.
I like it when Mike's getting flick honey off my Johnson.
What the heck? Okay. Why don't all the dogs come to me for the food?
All right.
That's like,
So,
look at
Because
you.
I know we've already tricked
Our
everybody.
final
else.
four.
We gotta break you in.
Our final 4 are Yu-Gi-Oh, Mucha Lucha, Jackie Chan, and the Tick. Tick's my most unsurprising one coming into this.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
We're gonna do the other matchup first. Jackie Chan versus the Tick.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Jackie
still.
Chan still.
That's 4. Over. 5,
Jackie Chan.
6. Okay.
I
Clean.
didn't think about it, like,
Sweet.
Clean sweep.
Let me just put these skulls in.
Killing it out.
I didn't see the tick till later on in life, so I thought the tick was like a knockoff of the Christmas chick.
First time I saw it,
That makes
first time I
sense.
saw the tick, I thought it was like
Yu-Gi-Oh versus Mucha Lucha.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Once again, very
Don't make me
decisive.
use this.
I'm that delinquent ass kid. I never unrolled that shit. I ate the whole motherfucker.
Paper and all.
Paper and all. That man.
I didn't take it out.
I thought I was like, nigga, you okay?
No, I was like,
I got you. I feel you.
I was
You've
just,
been there before.
okay, I would unwrap it, ball it up, and just eat it.
All right, so
God damn.
for the best WB Kids Fox Kids show comes down to Yu-Gi-Oh versus Jackie Chan Adventures. Nobody shout your answer out right away. We need some arguments.
Wasn't Sonic X on that shit?
Oh yeah.
Why they ain't put Sonic X on
I didn't
there?
see it on the list of.
I thought that was
Sonic X was good. It was Fox.
Yeah,
Sonic X was
Sonic
fucking
X
good.
was
Fox.
good.
Sonic X was-
I
That was the
remember
best
that
thing since
You
Sonic
sure it
the
wasn't bought by
Hedgehog.
Disney by the end of
Yeah,
the
it's Fox.
Sonic, who going to see that movie next Friday?
Boy, is it next Friday?
February 14th, Valentine's
I'm
Day.
waiting because I know everybody else
Shit
is
got
going.
hard.
Right.
I'm waiting. I am gonna go see it.
I am too. Ever since I read that, I was like, all right.
And you know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna wait till like what is it, Tuesday? And then go. Yeah, I'm gonna wait till Tuesday.
They got the perfect character for fucking Dr. Robotnik.
It was Jetix by then.
Was it Jetix?
Sonic X came out in 2003.
You sure? Because I remember seeing
Looking
it
at it right now. Sonic X.
I get all my news from Fox.
Fox Kids was Jetix.
Sheet.
Oh.
It was bought by Disney. That particular block was.
Watching news scares people. The coronavirus. Why you gonna name it after a fucking beer?
That's what I got confused about. I was like, wait, what?
Oh, you got that Corona? Hell yeah, I want that Corona. No, not that one, motherfucker.
What would you pick, Bernard?
Because it makes stupid
Yu-Gi-Oh or
people
Jackie Chan
easy to
Adventure?
keep track of it.
That's a heartbreaker. Why are you doing this?
It's the finals, man.
Why don't we vote this?
Wait, we said Battle City, right? Up to Battle
Up
City.
to Bad City.
Yu-Gi-Oh versus who? What now?
Jackie
I'm still
Chan.
gonna go.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm going with Yu-Gi-Oh because of Battle
Yu-Gi-Oh.
City.
Three.
Battle City was.
Battle City was.
All right, hold on. Who is there a Jackie Chan vote in the house?
Egyptian gods, Ishizu. Yes, sir.
I love Jackie Chan. I'm about to go with it still.
Ishizu.
All right, so that's 3-1.
So I'm not the only one.
What you
Again,
picking?
Yu-Gi-Oh got better because they upped it to
What you
4,000
picking?
life points.
Yeah, they did.
And they made it, you have to
You pick
like,
Yu-Gi-Oh. The
sacrifice
good news is,
something.
Raekwon,
It
it
don't
don't
even
matter what you
Like,
pick.
bro,
It
you
doesn't
got
matter.
what you want.
I'm
First
glad,
thing you
cause
want, that's what you want.
I was
Yeah, it was
complete.
It was like freaking. It was literally like a card game.
So how does everybody feel about that?
What Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh, okay.
Yu-Gi-Oh is the
I don't
best
know either
WB
of them.
Kids, Fox Kids TV show.
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at that.
I want
You remember Cubex?
Yes.